Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Panda Watch. As always, I'm Steven Zebrak with...
Gosh damn it. It's your boy, Kev Ma. What is up, people? Panda people. Hello. Hello,
yeah.
hello.
Yeah. What is up is that we're dealing with yet another tragic loss in the arts and entertainment world.
Yeah.
This past week.
Tragic because of the age. And, I mean, this impact is pretty much huge in regards to, like, the scheme of, the industry you just described. Obviously, we're talking about none other than Prince, who at one point was the artist formerly known as, who tragically passed away at his estate. What was it, Monday? Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, it was.
When was it?
It was either Monday or Tuesday of last week. So today is the 26th. It was the 19th or the 20th of last week.
No, we have the answer.
Good prep work.
I had the prep work. At least I did some. You didn't do any of it. But yeah, R.I.P. to the legend, dude. I mean, man, the guy gave us so many hits. But more importantly to me, he knew exactly who he wanted to be in life, and he worked on his craft to bring joy to other human beings and did it his way.
Right. He was pretty much the definition of no fucks given.
At all.
Yeah.
Especially in that time period, like to be a male wearing the stuff that he was wearing, singing the songs that he was singing, attracting the people that he was attracting was like, it took a strong human being to like be in there.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No doubt about it. I mean, he was
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry. I mean, he was drawing a lot of comparisons to David Bowie, in similar regards, but I think he took it to another level.
I mean, again, Bowie was transcendent too. But,
yeah.
I mean, where they separate where they're similar is that they were performers and they had a great persona. But Prince multi-instrumentalist, was a producer. He could play the guitar like he was tying his shoe. The man was just a beast.
Yeah, the guitar solo he had on When My Guitar Gently Weeps, or While My Guitar Gently Sweeps, sorry.
Sweeps?
Weeps, sorry. Yeah. His solo on that is just unfucking believable. And yeah, like you said, he can play every instrument, and I think he played every instrument on like his first like 5 albums or something. And yeah, I mean, the dude just had talent out the ass, and it was just, I mean, the man had his own symbol.
I mean,
he had his own symbol.
What else do you need to know about a human being to know how dope they are? That they just like, look, all y'all are going by these rules. You can do that. I'm going by this. What is this? I have no idea, but you're going to have to call me this. Or you're going to have to figure out a way to address me.
He literally made it rain in Super Bowl 41 for his halftime show. So,
I mean, Prince, dude, you gave us so many hits. Little Red Corvette, Kiss, Party Like It's 1999. I mean, we could keep going, but we're going to save that to the end of the show.
Agreed. But anyways, yeah, you're right. Very sad. He was 57. Cultural icon.
Amen.
Yeah.
Let's we're not gonna make light of it, but there was some. I mean, he was as private as he became a pop, even more of a pop icon, like culture figure, when Dave Chappelle, had that skit about Prince being an amazing basketball player.
Yeah, he certainly brought Prince into the light for a lot of kids that were younger in the early 2000s. So like a lot of the kids that wouldn't have known Prince and how big of a star he was in the 80s and early 90s, kind of learned of Prince through Chappelle's amazing skit. So he lives on through that, even though it's probably not how you would ideally want to be remembered, but
I mean,
that was a
great skit. And then he took care of people. Like, he was a very big philanthropist who was big into getting young children of color and just young children in general into coding. I know there's a nonprofit that is We Code, or How We Code, that he was like really instrumental in funding that, which is like pretty dope for somebody as big to care about others like that.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, so sad.
Yeah, he was a great person.
I mean, great person, and he gave us a lot of people. Like, I mean, you and I both love, and she's gone too, R.I.P. to Vanity. Like, you and I will never know who Vanity would have been if it wasn't for The Last Dragon.
Oh, of course not.
She became, I mean, obviously, she was a big star for us. He also gave us Moore's Day and the Time. I mean, Jay and Silent Bob, the guy just had his hand in so many stuff, and he wouldn't seek that kind of attention. He would just be like, nope, I just want to play music.
Yeah, and that's what it boils down to. The dude just wanted to play, and he did. He performed so many concerts. It was unbelievable. But
Prince was the real deal.
Yep. All right.
So
now
wait, hold, brother.
Yeah.
So formally, PandaWatch would just like to say, Prince, we miss you, man. We miss you.
Yep. I hope you're playing basketball and eating pancakes.
He's definitely eating pancakes.
Yeah.
All right, where are we going?
We're gonna start with the NBA playoffs.
Oh yeah, it's time to watch the NBA, people. You can come out from hiding. They are actually going to play competitive games all the time, and the game should be fun.
Obviously the big news. Well, two big news stories, big injuries. First, Steph Curry.
Three big news.
There's three. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Steph Curry, spraining his knee, out at least 2 weeks. Which obviously is not a big concern for this round against the Rockets, but going forward, you have to imagine he might not be 100% even when he comes back. So that's a huge blow to the Warriors' offense and defense.
Correct.
For that matter. The other one we got is Chris Paul breaking his hand in last night's game against the Trailblazers.
Gosh.
A series which the Trailblazers tied at 2. So they're even with a very good young Trailblazers team without their best player.
Who's their best player?
Chris Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were talking about the Clippers.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And then what's the third?
You didn't know? Blake Griffin got hurt in the same game, came out, and he is out for the playoffs.
Oh, I heard he did go out. I didn't hear he was out for the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah, he re-injured or re-aggravated whatever that quad injury that had kept him out for like 2 or 3 months of the NBA season, and now he's out for the rest of the playoffs. So they are down 2 stars.
Yeah. So did he hurt his groin playing basketball or trying to kick his team manager or something?
He was playing basketball this time. But it's his quad, so he kind of like reared back a little bit too far, and so now it's Doc Rivers and the fighting DeAndre Jordan's his son Austin Rivers.
Yeah, how do you think he's gonna do?
It should be interesting. I saw Doc Rivers yelling at his son quite a lot yesterday, and that was not I'm coaching my son. That was, hey, motherfucker, go clean your room type yelling.
Yeah.
Like, Doc Rivers was not happy with the way his son was playing at all. But the that series right there was no team has won at on the road, so it's pretty much everybody's holding serve right now. So it should be interesting how it plays out. But now you might get a new Damian Lillard who might get more confidence because he doesn't have to go against Chris Paul, nor does he have to be checked by Chris Paul. Now he's got Austin Rivers, can't guard him. Prigioni, the backup, definitely can't guard him. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, and that right there, what you just said is key. More so than Chris Paul's offense. Chris Paul is a repeat awardee of the All-NBA team, or selection, I should say, or selectee. But the guy can play defense.
Or selector.
Well, he's not selecting himself. He's being selected.
So calm down, selector.
But yeah, Chris Paul's defense, I think, will be missed just as much as his offense in the same case as Steph Curry.
Yeah. I mean, but who do you think – okay, let's play this game. Who is more important to their team, Chris Paul or Steph Curry?
I want to say Chris Paul at this point because Golden State has a lot of, to steal from the Chappelle Show skit, a lot of cats that can ball. They do. I mean, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson, even Sean Livingston's filled in pretty well.
Oh, Sean Livingston is playing at a high level. He is
right.
There's a drop off, obviously, because Steph Curry is the man of the year in the NBA, but like their offense doesn't really miss a beat. It's just that you're not seeing 3-pointers from half court.
Right, exactly. So I think at this point, Chris Paul is definitely more valuable to his team, and also Steph Curry is going to miss half the time that Chris Paul is missing.
True.
And they're playing a team that's not nearly well. I mean, they only have one more game against the Rockets.
Take it easy, everybody. And I don't understand why my co-host / my best friend / my brother is like just shitting on the Rockets. I understand that they don't like each other. But as long as they have James Harden, and forgive me for saying that James Harden is a superstar, but he is. I don't care if he doesn't play any defense. I literally do not care. The team, before he got there, did not make the playoffs. He gets there. They are the number 2 team in the West. They run into a buzzsaw that is what we now know is the unstoppable or impressive all-time winningest regular season NBA team in the Golden State Warriors last year. And they take them to 6 games?
They took him to 6, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that was all because of James Harden.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, I like James Harden just as much as you do. I'm just saying I don't think he can match that. He can't carry his entire team like he did last year.
He gets one more.
You think so?
He gets one more, and then they go home. Then they go fishing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, nobody's saying – I'm not picking the Rockets to win. The series. I got them winning one more game.
Right. Well, even so, I still think Steph is out way less than Chris Paul will be out. And Chris Paul is more valuable to his team, especially with Blake Griffin out.
I mean, you don't think that's a pretty optimistic prognosis? 2 weeks for a sprained MCL?
Oh, no, I think it's a very optimistic one. They're saying at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, I mean, we'll see how he plays or how he, recovers. But it could be 3 or 4 weeks. And also back to your point, you called James Harden a superstar. Quick question for you. Would you call Russell Westbrook a superstar?
Because I fear for my life? Absolutely. Because I'm objectively watching basketball? Of course.
Yeah. Yes, both are correct answers.
Thank you.
Mark Cuban, before Game 5, the Thunder had a 3-1 lead, said that he didn't believe Russell Westbrook was a superstar. Basically, he was saying that because Kevin Durant was his teammate. Like, Mark Cuban did the whole, well, you can't have 2 on the same team. Like, that's a shitty argument. Of course, you can have 2 superstars on the same team. A lot of teams had 3 at the same time, or 2 at least. But yeah, he said that obviously the Thunder went out and took care of business, won the series, And in the post-game press conference, a reporter, and rightfully so, you're not a good reporter if you're not asking this question. They're speaking to Durant and Westbrook to say, going by Mark Cuban's comments, were you aware of them before the game? And before Westbrook answers, Durant just cuts him off. It's like, he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to leave it at that. He's an idiot. You just see Westbrook smirking.
The beauty of it is, like, Mark Cuban knows. I mean, we know that Mark Cuban is, like, fiery. He's competitive. He is worth a lot of $1 million. So he's got a lot of influence, and he feels like he's a powerful human being. So he wants to get his words out there. If you asked him when his team was not in the position that they were, if Russell Westbrook was a superstar, I guarantee you he would be like, yes, he is. If Russell Westbrook said, I want to play for the Dallas Mavericks today, they would sign him to the biggest contract ever.
Of course they would.
They would pay him more money than they've paid Dirk.
Yeah, obviously, Cuban said what he said because they were playing them. I just think it's so funny. It's almost like these sports reporters, sports writers know the exact questions to ask. They have like a little checklist probably that they get handed down. Like, if you want to get a response, ask this type of question.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
because like you said, I mean, the guy had 18 triple doubles in the NBA, like the regular season. He only second to, I believe, Oscar Robertson, or I think he tied Magic Johnson for the most triple doubles in a year. And I don't know if Mark Cuban would consider Magic Johnson a superstar, but I think I would.
Yeah, Westbrook is definitely a superstar. Can he be a little bit thick-headed at times when he's, handling the ball? Yeah, of course, but who isn't?
Hey, he's on my team. He used to not be on my team. Now that he's passing the ball, you cannot stop Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, he's a beast. He just tears apart offenses or defenses. Sorry.
You can stop Kevin Durant because sometimes he gets frustrated that he doesn't get fouls. But Russell Westbrook, he gets angry and then he just keeps coming to the rim. So give me Westbrook as a superstar, no doubt about it. You still my man, Mark Cuban. Just shut up.
So one last thing before we move topics. Since Durant's hitting free agency, if you're the Wizards, obviously you have John Wall. But who would you rather have, Westbrook or Durant?
Westbrook or Durant for the Wizards?
Well, I guess any team, really.
So are we picking – wait, is it Durant or Westbrook, or am I picking John Wall or Westbrook?
No. John Wall's not in the equation, sorry. I can't speak tonight.
I would pick Kevin Durant only because of redundancy. John Wall can't play without the ball. Russell Westbrook usually does not play without the ball. If I put them back on the same team, what happens then?
Right. So here's the thing: if you're starting a team from scratch and you got a choice between Durant or Westbrook,
it used to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
But still give me Kevin Durant. He still got it in him. But Russell Westbrook, his team probably beats my team because I probably can't find other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He'll probably be so upset that I didn't pick him that he's just like, here I go.
Yeah.
80 points every game.
Oh man, yeah, he's gonna be fun and more fun to watch this series.
Yeah.
Next series.
So the playoffs, they're going. The Spurs have already swept the Grizzlies. OKC beat Dallas 4-1. The Cavs swept the Pistons.
Right.
And now we're just waiting for the rest of these series to clear up. Shout out to the Charlotte Bobcats, who are trending, and shout out to my Pacers, who right now at halftime are up 8 on the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, a lot of games at 2-2, so it'll be interesting to watch to see how they unfold.
Yeah. PandaWatch will be keeping you abreast of everything that happens in your NBA playoffs. Did you like that voiceover promo right there, dude?
I did. You must have been practicing.
I am practicing, dude. Actively practicing to be a voiceover artist.
We're moving on from the NBA. We got big news in the NFL. Big news, people.
Big news. On their biggest week too, right? The draft is fairly big.
Draft is on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. You obviously had both.
The sun's still out too. Sorry, Steven, to cut you off, but usually we don't record this early. The sun is still out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I just thought it was really. They need to know this.
Oh man. Anyways, the NFL draft is Thursday. Both the Rams and the Eagles making big moves to get picks so they can take Goff and Wentz, or whatever their names are. I don't really care about them. And of course, bigger news is that the greatest quarterback of our generation, his suspension. I consider our generation past Joe Montana.
Okay. You're right. Peyton retired, so you're right.
Tom Brady's suspension has been reinstated.
Oh yeah,
by the appeals court, so he's back to serving a 4-game suspension.
Serves him right.
Yeah, it looks like they found enough evidence or cause, or I don't even know was that. I think they thought that the commissioner acted within his power.
No, the official ruling was the NFL did have the right to make that
decision.
And their decision was Tom Brady was more than likely probable or knew about what was going on with the footballs.
Yeah, and when you smash your phone the same day of your testimony or hearing with investigators, it's going to look a little suspicious.
Yeah, it's going to look suspicious. However, that's just like bad luck, right? Like, this is the only time you're going to hear me defend Tom Brady. But like, I've dropped my cell phone so many times, and one time I dropped it into the effing porta-john at a horse race.
Yeah, that was funny.
What? Yeah, kiss my ass. What if I was Tom Brady and I dropped my phone in the toilet?
Yeah, but he didn't do that. He purposely destroyed it.
Allegedly. How do you know he purposely destroyed it?
Because he says he cycles through the phone every so often, so people don't hand out his number, or a bunch of random people don't get his number and call him.
Yeah, but that's not him. Okay, so yes, intentionally breaking it, but not intentionally to break it to cover up his tracks from the NFL.
Right. That's the that's the proving point. How do you prove that?
Yeah, I mean, if I had hundreds of millions of dollars, I would not care about an iPhone that costs $600.
Exactly.
I'd just go buy more.
Yeah. Well, I guess their argument would be, well, just stop using it. Why'd you have to destroy it? But
all right, Roger, you're not going to just tell me how to live my life now, brother.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's arguments to both sides. So that's going on. So we'll see how that plays out before the season starts.
How many words do you think Bill Belichick is going to say about this?
Probably about 8.
Nice.
Total.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. We'll figure it out in the off season. Next question. That's probably what I was going to say.
Yeah. So now America's team has to figure out how to get back. Have to survive 4 games without their star.
You mean the Cowboys?
I thought the Patriots were America's team. Every time I look up, everybody's like, I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. They probably are for the 2000s Americans team.
Yeah. I mean, they essentially did the same thing that the Cowboys did in the 90s to make them America's team. Just Jerry was just smart enough to capitalize and make it the trademark.
Well, I mean, you can make the argument that the Cowboys became America's team in the 70s when they had those first big runs with Staubach. They were on national television.
Were you here?
What?
Were you here on this earth?
I'm just saying that's what you hear. They became America's team back then.
Is that what you hear?
Yeah, that's what I hear, man.
Oh shit! I thought they were America's team when Troy Aikman and Emmett and my man Mike Irvin were going nuts.
No, they were America's team before that.
They were America's team when they were 1-15 and they had to draft Troy Aikman.
No, not. They got the moniker in the 70s. I'm telling you.
Yes, they got the moniker in the 70s, but then 10 years went by in the 80s, and they were losing a lot of games.
I'm just saying it originally came from the 70s.
All right. Well,
that's when George Preston Marshall drove out all of the black fans in D.C. to root for the Cowboys. Anyways, a couple more stories in the NFL. Sam Bradford's demanding a trade, supposedly, allegedly, from the Eagles. He doesn't want to be, a stopgap quarterback anymore.
I had this conversation in the barbershop. Sam Bradford, my brother, you have had the most privileged NFL career there has ever been. You were the number 1 overall draft pick because you were really good in college. You blew your knee out, not your fault. You had $55 million guaranteed. The last person to get that much money guaranteed ever, it was you. The buck stopped with you. Then you came back from that injury, blew your other knee out again. You were out of football for a little bit, or just backing up. You were trying to get back into playing. Then Chip Kelly came and resurrected you, and they gave you $20 more million. And now you want to be traded for what reason?
Yeah, I don't know what makes him think that he's a superstar, because he's really nothing but a serviceable starting quarterback, if that.
Right? And you want to trade? I'm not trading for you for $20 million on the books.
Yeah. Good luck finding a team that wants to do that.
Sam Bradford, sit your ass on the bench, okay?
Yeah, just enjoy it.
You call Mark Sanchez and ask him how he did it, because he's got a lot of tips.
Yeah, especially when you got Jamarcus Russell out there saying he'd play for free.
We're not talking about Jamarcus. We are not going to talk about him. Okay.
Oh,
go to the next one.
The next one.
We're never going to give him the time of day. My man Jamarcus said, I'm going to play for free. No shit. Me too.
Oh, man. The next one we have is Johnny Manziel officially indicted on assault charges.
Misdemeanor.
Well, misdemeanor assault charges against his ex-girlfriend, and he's barred from any.
We're not condoning domestic abuse on PandaWatch. No, don't touch a female. Don't touch anybody. Don't hit anybody.
Yeah.
Period.
ELE. Everyone love everybody.
Oh my gosh. ELE is extinction level event, man. Busta Rhymes, 3rd album.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff flying around the NFL. It just pretty much means Manziel is probably never going to play again. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened.
What if the defense stance or their case for defending Manziel is he suffered from affluenza?
Oh, that would be something.
Because he's pretty much lived a privileged life his whole life, right?
Oh, yeah, he definitely has. That's why he keeps doing this shit. He doesn't care about the money. He's got money.
Yeah. Hey, Mike Bramlett.
Yeah, he's got money.
Yes.
But, yeah, I guarantee they'll do something like, effects of pain pills that he's on or something. Who knows?
They're going to have to spin it somehow.
Yeah.
But not before they have like a 2-hour. The 20 for 20 for Johnny Manziel is probably going to be epic, right?
We're just not doing 30 for 30 anymore?
Oh, damn, you're right. My fault. Yeah, 30 for 30. That one's going to be out of control.
Yeah, if you do one on him, yeah, sure. I think so.
There's no way. Dude.
Yeah.
Right? 30 for 30 is big news stories or big sports icons. He is not an icon, but he was a big news story.
Oh, I would agree with that. In the same way Ryan Leaf was, yeah.
And we had one on Ryan Leaf.
Yep.
Just say no to drugs, kids and adults.
Yeah, but that's about all we got in the NFL. Oh, big news too. Mike Tirico leaving ESPN/ABC.
What?
NBC.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's right. They just probably gave him a lot more money. What do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to try to transition into like Bob Costas?
Well, there's two things they're hoping that they can do with him. I think from the reports I hear is that Michaels is on his way out at Sunday Night Football because he's getting old. He's been announcing for 30 plus years. He's probably done with it.
True.
So they want arguably the best play-by-play man in the game.
Don't say that out loud to Jeremy Capanos.
I know. That's why I said arguably. You can argue that. They want him and Collinsworth doing the match, and those two could go on for another 30 years. How young they are.
Yep.
Second, they want to do more like a Bob Costas role at the Olympics and kind of like head that coverage. But obviously, that won't be. I don't think that will be 2016. That would be more, future 2020s.
Yeah, well, Mike Tirico, we'll miss you, man.
Yep,
we'll just see you on NBC.
Try not to stalk and harass all the women at NBC.
Yeah, you've got a pretty salacious history, my man Tirico.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Steven, do you remember? The cartoon Muppet Babies?
Yeah, of course.
You know that guy who was like the doctor? He wore glasses.
Yeah, Beaker.
Beaker. Tirico looks like Beaker.
He does kind of look like Beaker, yeah.
He does.
Oh man. But yeah, that's about all I got from the NFL. You got anything to add?
I hope the Colts draft an offensive lineman with every pick that they have. Other than that, who cares?
Yeah, I agree. Who cares? Let's move on to the best sport out there, baseball.
All right.
Baseball.
So we just lied to all the Panda people, but I guess that's okay these days. Steven's just a politician.
Yeah, the Nats. I'm just ignoring you. The Nats, as of now, are 14-4. They start a 3-game set at home with the Phillies tonight.
Oh, nice.
But they're playing good baseball, and they haven't had the toughest schedule. They've had a really easy schedule, but they're winning the games they need to win.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if they were losing all the games on the easiest schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
At least they don't give up any ground. But the kid Bryce, he's like even more than advertised, it seems like.
Oh, he's been going nuts. The perfect example is just this past game on Sunday. They gave him a day off, a well-deserved one. They were playing the Twins. Strasburg had a great outing up until the 8th inning when he served up a 3-run home run. Nats crawled back to within 1. Bottom of the 9th, they have Bryce leading off to pinch hit, and off the Twins closer, just cracks a home run into center field.
Center field, dude. That was a shot.
Cracked it. Yeah. So I mean, the dude is dialed in again. Like he wants to repeat. You can tell. You can tell that one MVP wasn't enough for him. He wants to repeat, and if he keeps playing the way he's playing now, he's going to.
I don't know. I haven't been paying as close attention to baseball as you have, but he's obviously leading the majors in home runs, right?
Yeah.
I know there was the guy in Colorado,
Trevor Story. Yeah,
Story.
He was off to a really hot start, but he's cooled off a little. Plus, this is his first real season in the major leagues, so he's going to have more ups and downs than Harper is. I think Harper's going to stay way more consistent than he is, because when Harper first came to the league, he was hitting it really well, but then they figured out how to pitch to him. Then last year, Harper was like, all right, 2 full years in the big leagues, I got this now, and just came out last year crushing the ball and, not swinging at bad pitches. I mean, this year I think he has more home runs than walks at this point. I think he's got, strikeouts, more home runs than strikeouts. He's got 9 home runs and 8 strikeouts, which is unbelievable for a power hitter. He's definitely got more walks than strikeouts. He's playing at a really high level right now. Obviously, he's due for some regression, but I'm going to take it while I can.
Unless he keeps taking PEDs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's always like, taking PEDs.
I mean, that's the excuse, right? Good at something. You got to be cheating, because I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because that leads me to the next story. Like, Bryce is the dude. We obviously know that. But also in the NL, you got Jake Arrieta, who can't be hit.
Yeah, he's spitting hot fire.
Yeah.
Right now.
Through another no-hitter, the second of his career. He's only been in the league for how long?
He's been in the league for a little bit. He got bounced around a little bit. I think he was with the Orioles at first, but he's really found his home with the Cubs. He had a great year last year. Won the Cy Young. And he's having a great year again this year. He threw another no-hitter. And
No-hitter. And the Cubbies are they? What's their record? Are they leading?
They're 14-5. They're 14-5, and the Nats are 14-4 right now. So the Nats have a half a game on them for best record. Obviously, they're not in the same division, so we don't have to worry about that.
Is that best record in the MLB or NL?
MLB.
Okay.
Yeah. The Orioles started off 7-0, but they've bounced back since then. They've lost some games. So, yeah, I mean, should be another great year in baseball.
Great year. Yeah.
I've also Strasburg, besides that home run he gave up, has been pitching extremely well. So, he's finally starting to click, for more than just, since he came back from the DL in August of last year, he's been throwing like extremely good baseball. So
really convenient. He's in a contract year.
Hey, I don't care what it is. He's pitching really well.
I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
But I like Strasburg. He came to Lost Dog, free plug, and ordered he ordered some food.
Oh yeah? Is that what you do at Lost Dog?
I mean, first he came into Lost Dog and ordered it, which is like a big deal, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm making what he's making and I order one sandwich to be carried up to my apartment that I live directly above the restaurant, I'm not coming down. I'm me. You guys better bring me my food.
Yeah.
I'm Steven Strasburg.
Yeah. No, I mean we'll see how he does.
Yeah.
But
you got any more baseball stories? I've got one that I think is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The Detroit Tigers were playing, I don't know who they were playing.
They were playing the A's.
They were playing the Oakland Athletics. And the center fielder for the
Tigers.
What's his name? I didn't get his name.
I want to say Tyler White.
Yeah, it is Tyler. He lost it in the lights, which is, stuff that happens. And I believe the fans started to boo him because the ball obviously dropped and then runners advanced and all that good stuff. So they booed him. And instead of being a professional and just taking it and just getting to the next play, as we say, he reacted like a human being because he's a human being and flicked off the whole stadium, which would be cool if you were on the road. But when you do it to your hometown crowd, it gets a little dicey.
Well, three things. One, the away crowd wouldn't boo.
Yeah, you would.
The away crowd wouldn't boo if you drop it. They'd cheer.
No, I'm talking about the flicking off.
Right.
They didn't boo when the ball dropped. They booed.
No, they booed after the ball drop. He flicked them off because they were booing.
Yes.
Two, they were up 6-0 already at this point, and it was just nobody was on base when this happened. 3, Justin Upton. So he lost the ball in the lights, right? And I think he's saying something. Justin Upton comes in from left field, and the ball is flat. Like, the ball is not going anywhere. Justin Upton somehow with his bare hand misses the ball, and then when he misses the ball, he turns around like he lost it too. So I don't know how he lost the ball.
Hey, it's on the ground, Justin. What do you do?
Yeah. And so instead of the runner staying at second, he moved to third because Upton couldn't pick up the ball. But that to me was the fun part of the play.
He might be my new favorite player. Like, to end the story, he did apologize because he came to his senses. But when you're a vessel and you take on water, which is a metaphor for like letting outside energy get into your ship, sometimes you react like he did. Now, I, for one, probably would have done the same thing. So I commend him for coming out and apologizing. But I really like that he was like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
You come out here and catch this damn ball. I couldn't see it. If I could see the ball, I would have caught it. That's why I'm in the major leagues. If I couldn't catch balls that I could see, then there would be a problem. Then you could boo me. But I lost it in the lights. Shit happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's still funny though.
Hilarious.
But yeah.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that's about all I got for for baseball.
Dude, you're gonna have to find a new transition. Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got right now. Sometimes when I'm laughing, I'm thinking about something. I lose track.
And that's all I got for right now.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get to what we love at PandaWatch. You being the Caucasian, me being the African American black male. We just love racism. We think racism is not healthy. However, reading about it is very healthy. We can learn about what is going on in this world that we have, and particularly in America.
All right, I'm gonna cut you off real quick because Steve Spivak will go nuts if we don't mention it. The Caps advance in the
Are you
NHL
joking?
in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Caps advance 4-2. They play the Pens next. Big matchup. Crosby, Ovechkin.
Oh my gosh, Steve Spivak, what up, man? Thanks for the music.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you guys, but not really because I don't watch hockey, even though you took me to a game last year.
Yeah, but yeah, back to what we do best.
They need to get to the playoffs. I mean, they need to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then we can start paying attention to them. They're supposed to. They're the 1 seed. They were supposed to win.
I know. I'm just saying.
All right.
Yeah. Back to we love.
Sorry, Panda people. Racism. We're back. Set up the story, man.
All right. So big article on CNN today. Basically, a San Francisco cop was caught in another group text with a bunch of fellow officers. They only released one officer's name. Basically being racist as fuck.
Uber racist.
We should note, and not that this matters because all races can be racist, but this officer was Asian and was just going off on mainly blacks and Hispanics.
And Indian people.
And Indian people.
I mean, he was just offensive, but he was also racist too.
Yeah.
Because he didn't care for Indian people, as he said.
They stink. That's what he said.
And he also wants all the bums to be moved out of Tenderloin City, which I think is a great name. I don't know where that is in San Francisco, but that was a good one.
Yeah. Well, basically, this dude in a very multicultural city, in a very progressive city, just comes out blasting almost every other race. And it's not a good look.
Not a good look. Just in case you guys don't know, they were caught. First off, the texts were found by accident. They were a probe into a sexual assault allegation against this guy, and then it led to this. It led to this, and one tweet or one text said, "I hate that beaner, but I think the nig is worse." And as a black person, I am offended that he used nig, but he didn't put the GER behind it. So it's kind of conflicting.
How is that conflicting?
Because when I talk to when I talk to you, or I talk to my other African American friends, I'm like, "Yo, what's up, my nig?" Right? Don't answer, right? Because you're racist. But essentially, coming from him, I say the same thing. I say, "What's up, my nig?" I'm just saying. It's very offensive. However, to me, I'm kind of like, all right, well, shit. Now I gotta stop saying it, and that's just a hindrance because I like my vernacular.
I mean, I'd say you keep saying it as much as you want.
Thanks, man. Thanks, white man. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I needed. Another white man telling me what I can and cannot do.
I was not giving you permission. I was just saying. I was just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, even one of his texts reads, "IA, are you reading this?" You're an idiot, dude. Just stop texting.
Yeah. I mean, again, the police officers, there's this movement, Blue Lives Matter, and they do, because all lives matter, and Black Lives Matter, and everybody matters. However, when you start fucking wielding your power to be a fucking asshole, and you're you're sexually assaulting women or anybody, you're an asshole and you suck. You probably shouldn't be a police officer. But then, on top of being a fucking sexual predator, now you're a racist, offensive sexual predator? Come on, man. And you are supposed to be protecting people. Like, where's your self-esteem at?
Yeah, it's in the fucking garbage. That's where it's at. Just like his career. He's fucking done.
He's got to be done.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, this is a different story in DC, but, like, we're seeing, like, breeding grounds for, like, race and hate online and in text messages where they think they're in private, which is kind of like, dude, you got to be in private to say all that stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know why this music keeps coming on, but it does. Could you hear that?
No.
Okay, good. But yeah, I mean, like, come on, dude. You are a minority. Like, when you leave, I don't know who you were sending the text messages to. And it might be him trying to pander to somebody who is his superior or whatever, or just trying to fit into a crowd. But, like, whoever you're using those terms with, chances are, and this is an assumption, when they're not talking to you and they're talking about your race, what are they saying about you? And how would you feel about that?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
That's all I have, Steven.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get why anyone would ever put something like that down in text, let alone say it to begin with. But
jeez. Look, man. Again, I am all for fake racism.
Yeah.
But, like, don't be in a position of power, and his attorney is saying that we don't think there's no evidence that he was using this. His actions were not motivated by his text or related in any way. And it's kind of like, well, how the fuck do I know?
Right.
I just got arrested. I might have been doing something wrong, but the motherfucker might have just been like, hey, you nigg, come on with me. It's time to go to jail. I don't understand why you're laughing.
I mean, how can you not?
It's racism. This racism is killing me inside, man.
You're a good voice actor. What can I say?
Idiot. But yeah, so racism, again, you're going to get a lot of stories like that on Panda Watch until it stops, but we'll all be dead by that time.
Moving to one main catalyst of racist speech.
Now that was a good transition.
Thank you.
From now on, that's how you transition.
Well, moving on. Yep, to the perpetrator. Main, what's the word I'm looking for? Accelerant of racist speech.
Man, the SAT words are flying. Panda Watch is on fire, people. Y'all might have to pay for this one.
Donald Trump has picked up a new endorsement on the campaign trail.
Dude, it's got to be by somebody like a pastor or something, right?
Yeah, nope, not a politician, not a member of the church. You know, not a public figure, especially in the state of Indiana. None other than irrational chair thrower and player / son abuser, Bobby Knight.
And also just old curmudgeon and angry for no reason.
Yep.
Bob Knight.
Pretty much Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino. Bob Knight.
Yes. The inspiration was definitely Bob Knight.
Yeah, I would say.
I could just see Clint Eastwood just being like, hey, Bob, can we hang out? I kind of want to study you and see what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood was probably like, look, I know I'm conservative and I'm old and white, but I don't think I'm racist enough. So let me hang out with Bobby Knight.
I need to find inspiration.
Yeah, I need some more anger.
Dude, the endorsement was great though. Bob Knight comes out in Indiana to say there's nobody who has done more than Donald Trump. And obviously the crowd goes wild because it's a rally for Donald Trump. And I could not disagree with him. I mean, like, nobody has done more than Donald Trump in business, right? I mean, there's obviously some people, but in Indiana, nobody's done more. My question for Bobby Knight would just be, what has he done besides pander to a group of people to win the nominee in his campaign. Just like we were getting on Obama for being a community organizer. At least he was a community organizer in a political position of office. Donald Trump Donald Trump has not been in politics, right? Like he just, unless I'm been not reading the right stuff all this whole time.
Oh no, he used to donate to the Clintons.
Yeah.
But it's not even that. It's funny because they'll knock Obama for being a community organizer. The dude was elected as a senator too before he became president. Granted, he was a senator for 4 years before he ran, but still, he was in politics and he was, as they say, governing. So,
but yeah. Bobby Knight. I mean, obviously, you go get somebody who endears your state so you can win. I mean, again, we can say it all the time. We don't like Donald Trump. However, his campaign has been, he is hitting every check mark. I go to Indiana. I need people to get behind me. They love basketball. He is a god in Indiana. He could have brought Reggie Miller, but they were like, he doesn't look like us. So you go get Bob Knight. If you could get the coach from Hoosiers, you probably would go get him.
I don't know if Gene Hackman would do it. I know he might, but
not Gene Hackman, but the inspiration for the.
Nah, Gene Hackman's the real coach of Hoosiers.
What?
I'm just kidding.
That is awesome. But yeah, I just think it's. I mean, shout out to all the old people who were like, "Yeah, Donald Trump is my man." Even you, Bobby Knight. Throw more chairs. You racist fuck. Sorry.
Oh man.
All right, we got to get out. I mean, that was enough racism for me. Where do you want to go?
I want to go. I want to keep the anger going and switch to a very rabid group of fans. The bees. Yeah. What do they call themselves? The Beehive or whatever?
It's the Beehive, and you better shut up, Steven, because they'll come for your ass too. Sorry, PandaWatch, Panda people, Beehive, we love you. Steven just don't know how strong y'all are.
So the Beehive is
first off, you are doing a terrible job.
Yeah, okay.
Queen Bee dropped a visual album, surprise, but not really, this past weekend that pretty much shut down HBO. She gave HBO to people who didn't have HBO because that's just how big of a star she is. She's like, you know what, guys? All those people that don't have cable, I need them to see my video. My 1.5 hour long video. And the world stopped, the people who were paying attention. And then there was some bombshells that came in. Apparently the music's good. I don't know. Every time I'm out listening to Beyonce, Single Ladies or, what's the other hit? Formation.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I listen to. So whatever's playing,
right?
Survivor, yeah. But we're not playing that no more, man. That was early 2000s. That was when Tom Brady was good at football. Now, there is allegedly, people are saying that Beyonce alludes to Jay-Z having an extramarital affair with, we don't know. The name of the song is Sorry, and the young lady is referred to as Becky. Now, Panda people, I don't think I have to explain this to you, but if I do, Becky is a term that is usually referred to a young Caucasian lady because it's, I believe, a popular name for young white females.
Yeah, I would say Rebecca is a pretty popular name.
Rebecca, right? Yeah. So apparently Beyonce in this song says that JC left her or stepped out on
JC Browder?
Jay-Z stepped out on her. That was a hell of a finish, Paul George. Stepped out on her for a Becky. Now, Steven, this is where it gets good. This is where the Beehive starts to buzz. Because when they hear that their queen has been, done wrong, then they come to her aid. They just picked the wrong person. Now, the song again, we don't know if it's true or anything like that. The person of interest who they are looking for is Rachel Roy, and she is the ex-wife of Dame Dash, who is the ex-business partner / best friend of Jay-Z when they were on top of the rap world with Rockefeller Records.
Right.
I think they had like a friendship beyond music and all that stuff. So I get it wouldn't surprise me that they kept in close contact after the breakup of Rockefeller. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. However,
Sure.
Rachel Roy is who we're looking for. The Beehive, once they found out who they thought they were looking for, they went and got Rachel Ray. Do you know who Rachel Ray is, Steven?
Oh yeah, I know. I knew who Rachel Ray was before I knew who Rachel Roy was.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Rachel Ray, the host of the one of the A&E cooking shows or something.
Yeah. Rachel Ray, who is like Barefoot Contessa pretty much, just got her timeline flooded with Beehive stuff. So there's screen grabs all over the place. We'll probably link it with when we post this. And it's just hilarious because Rachel Ray like posts a recipe for like nachos with cheese and like brisket. And all underneath it, you just see, "Fuck you, bitch. Stay away from the queen. How dare you break up that marriage?" And everybody's just like, yikes. I think we have the wrong person here.
Yeah, that was great. When they were also like, apologies to Rachel Ray. Y'all want Rachel Roy.
So again, they say that there's nothing like a woman scorned, but there's nothing like the Beehive when they think that the queen has been attacked.
Well, and then that leads me to this question. Why are they attacking her instead of Jay-Z?
Oh, well, that's because that's different. Don't you dare tee him up. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, shouldn't they be going after Jay-Z?
Oh, they should absolutely be going after Jay-Z. But all they know is that Beyonce was wronged. Not by Jay-Z, but by whoever had the audacity to sleep with Beyonce's man or do whatever with Beyonce's man. Whatever even may or may not have happened. The Beehive don't play, man. If you bring up Beyonce's name, you better be praising her. If you say anything that they don't agree with, you're getting your head bit off. Amber Rose has had it happen. I can keep naming some people. I wish I was a bigger Beyonce fan because this would be more. We'd have more information.
Yeah.
All I know is, hey, Beehive, I love you. Steven loves you too. He just don't know it.
Yeah, I know. I got nothing wrong with
Stop
with
it, Paul George. Sorry, guys.
I got nothing wrong with Queen Bee. She's great.
Yeah, exactly. Queen Bey.
Yeah, I mean, the whole story is ridiculous.
Queen Bey. Bey. But yeah, sorry, Rachel Ray. But good for you, though. Like, you're more famous. And now people on your side are going to be like, well, buy all your stuff, Rachel. So I think she kind of owes the Beehive's money because she's about to get paid.
Yeah.
That's all I got on the Beehive.
Yeah, the whole thing's just like mistaken identity. It's just one of those things. It's great.
It's always great. The internet is just the new lunch table, dude. But instead of being like at your local high school, we all go to the same high school.
Yeah.
And now on Twitter, I get to share all the gossip that happened in first period, second period, and all that stuff.
Oh, man. After that, man, do we have anything else for the people?
Oh man, we just got to send them out on a good note, man. Because I mean, that's what we do here at PandaWatch. We're here for you guys. We want you guys to have a good time. You're at work, you're in your car, you're at the gym, you're listening to us, which is weird but awesome at the same time. Thank you.
having romantic dinners, stuff like that.
All that stuff. We just usually we leave with a song or a movie, but obviously with the passing of Prince, we just want to share our favorite Prince song. Steven? Or should I go first?
No, I'll go first. I would say When Doves Cry. It's probably my favorite.
Wow.
I know it's a popular choice, but I mean, I like that song a lot. It's a great song.
It was from the hit movie. That movie was Out of Control. Purple Rain. I mean, he was a movie star too, dude.
The man did it all.
Prince was cool, man. Everything about him was cool, except when he was light-skinned. Other than that, Prince could do no wrong. Steven's going with Dove Cry. I've got to go with something that's near and dear to my heart. Apparently, so it was my mother's birthday this past weekend, so shout out to young Catherine. We had a great time at Benihana's. Me, my sister, and my cousin, and my mother, we go out to dinner, and we're sharing family stories, talking about Prince passing away, how sad it was. And my sister was like, do you remember singing Prince when you were 2 years old? And I was like, because I'm an asshole. I was like, no, you idiot. Why would I remember what I was doing at 2?
Of course you did.
Of course I did. But then I apologized to her because my mom was there. And I was like, no, I don't remember. So tell me. Apparently I was singing word for word the words to Kiss, which is an amazing song. I love it so much. So
I wish cell phones existed back then to get videos of that.
Exactly. The song you want to listen to, Panda people, is definitely Kiss. On top of Little Red Corvette, Party Like It's 1999. I don't know why When Doves Cry. I mean, we got them all, but those two right there, When Doves Cry, Kiss, that'll have you in the right move.
Yep. All right. I think that concludes yet another episode.
Another stunning episode.
Yeah. Another riveting, enthralling, impactful episode of PandaWatch.
I like that. How can they find us, Steven?
You can find us and mainly communicate with us through Facebook, as usual. You can also email us at thepandawatchpodcast@gmail.com. Twitter and Instagram are still in the works.
Who's dragging the feet on that?
You, Detective You.
All right. We will be on Instagram next week. Hold me to it, Panda.
We're already on it. It's just a matter of us posting on it.
Oh, we're already on it?
Yeah, we're on it.
All right, cool. Twitter too?
Yeah, we're on Twitter too.
I
gotta start throwing those links on the Facebook page.
I'll start doing it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'm sorry. Let me pull my weight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chicken. I'll do it for free.
All right. Well, you know how to reach us, and we'll keep you updated on all our posts. As always, with love, peace, love, and
chancletas.